Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rusmaiza binti Ahmad. My metric number A21A3060. I want to present the individual assignment Human Resources Management for journal review. The title that I choose is Diversity Management as a Strategic Human Resource Agenda, Critique and Roadmap. First of all, the introduction. In the beginning, the article had discovered that the business had not been able to maximize the benefit of diversity due to a lack of integration with strategic human resources management. The purpose of the essay is to analyze the fundamentals of Roshni Das Strategic Diversity Management Paradigm 2019. The section will first identify is the conceptual linkage in diversity management research and practice. Second, use the SWOT analysis to analyze the strategic diversity management frameworks. Determine the strategic diversity management framework important elements in step 3, and finally the conclusion. Next, the goals of this essay is to promote the strategic diversity management framework for measuring employee performance and to fill a vacuum in current human resources practice. The thesis that is supported by an empirical article is also explained in this article. Additionally, the essay covers the guidelines for creating the strategic diversity frameworks, namely A. Choosing the diversity definition and statement, B. Establishing the diversity climate, C. Building continuity between the strategic diversity agenda and cooperation diversity. Sensitive HR practice. D. Developing effective group and process leadership. E. Measuring the impact of diversity management practice. Next, number 2, you can see as the screen the conceptual linkage in diversity management research and practice in the figure 1. According to figure 1, the diagram had shown the 4 main elements of the conceptual linkage in the diversity management. Firstly, the HR function, which are covered 2 subcomponents, strategic human resources and operational human resources. HR operation takes a look at the current HR works. HR strategic thinking takes into account aligning the people agenda to the business strategy. Both HR operation and HR strategic thinking is needed for a successful business. B. Employee with type focal diversity. Diversity includes the characteristics and attributes that distinguish humans from one another. Gender identity, age, ethnicity, and personal value are just a few examples of common traits that imply diversity in the workplace. Next, C. The intermediary workplace behavior. The HR department of a corporation frequently uses an intermediary channel to offer financial service and other benefits instead of directly providing them to employees. In today's workforce, these intermediaries have a significant impact. D. Performance outcomes. The goals of marketing research has been to be better understand how organization marketing influences performance outcomes. Conceptualizing and implementing suitable methods to evaluate performance result is a crucial first step in precisely evaluating the value that organization marketing generates. 3.0, analyze the strategic diversity management framework by applying the SWOT analysis. This section will be analyzing the strategic diversity management framework by applying the SWOT analysis. The SWOT analysis is a structural method used to evaluate the strengths, weakness, opportunities, threats related to a public or private sector. Next, the example, increasing reputation the organization in the labor markets, improving the organization's performance, enhance the natural and cultural diversity arrangement.
Weakness. Some individuals are not compatible with teamwork. Teamwork commitment may overshadow personal desire. HRM may recognize a team achievement rather than individual achievement.
Opportunities, support the adversity policy by the government, enhances the organizational competitive capability with other competitors. The employees' works ability work in many different industries. metrics, the lack of diversity arrangement by the organizations, the knowledge and experience gap between generations, fluctuation of foreigner employees may increase the competitions. Next, 4.0, determine the contribution of strategic diversity management frameworks. First, 4.1, the integration and learning culture. The HRM required emphasis the integration and learning culture for identifying the level of interpersonal suitable in the team who then set the level of interpersonal conflict to maintain a harmonious environment. Furthermore, the HRM developed a detailed job description for each job classification to ensure the team capability in performance, the duty and responsibilities in the job description. 4.2, selection the team member. The HRM found it's challenging to suggest identify the team member who had engaged in the degrees of influence the effect of diversity on team communication procedures that are utilized to resolve conflict in the future. Next, 4.3, the specific role of strategy. The HRM requires developing the specific role of strategy outline so that the diversity climate will be more helpful the situation of greater strategic complexity to address the demands of greater complexity. Furthermore, the organization requires a defining a new performance construct to fully understand the effect of diversity. 4.4, attitudinal diversity factor. The most challenge in the diverse climate are the attitude diversity may potentially have negative effect in teams as workers together for a longer period. Therefore, the HRM is difficult to identify the attitudinal of diversity in a short period and requires dismiss the employees properly approach. 4.5, establish the diversity training. Conflict can be avoided by implementing the HRM necessary to provide diversity training aimed at the raising diversity awareness and education employees on how to adopt intermediary workplace behavior. The employees are compelled to participate in the training because it is required in order to instill the organization belief and principle. Lastly, the conclusion. One of the biggest issues facing human resources management in modern organizations is diversity management in order to reduce the conflict over variety and convert to a competitive advantage. The approach is crucial. The strategic diversity management framework concept presented by DAS 2019 have the potential to be used to manage workplace diversity arrangement in both the public and commercial sector. Using the SWOT analysis as a foundation, the diversity management framework as a platform for realizing the organization's value. In addition, the human resources management should take into account a few suggestions to improve the strategy. Diversity management framework or going forwards, especially integration and learning, culture, selection, the team member, the specific role of strategy, attitudinal diversity factor, establishes the diversity trainings. That's all from me. Thank you.